Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this quick Christmas figure idea review, we're going to be looking at the Rise of the Beasts. So this is the twin pack Beast Alliance of Optimus Prime and Chainclaw figures. So on this video, I'm going to show you them very quickly in both of their modes, how the gimmick works, how you can play with them, and indeed do some comparisons and some size differences between some mainline and some older figures. Before we get started though, I need to thank Hasbro for this, as they are the people who sent me this figure to review, and of course they got it to me nice and quickly and safely. Right, here we go then. Let's start off. They are in their alternate modes. They do come packaged in their robot mode. I'm going to finish the video up with them looking exactly how they would have come if you'd have just purchased them from the shelf. So these are this is a good old-fashioned Target Master, to be fair. So his little partner Chainclaw transforms into a weapon for Optimus Prime to in fact wield. Now again, due to the price point, these are quite basic figures, but they do definitely serve their purpose. So the 6 wheels, only 4 of them are on pins, which I'm sure you can see there. The middle wheels have the bottom sort of shaved off so it doesn't get in the way, and they are stuck on. But you know, as far as a cab goes or a truck, it serves its purpose. It rolls backwards and forwards, and to be honest, it looks just fine. Yeah, we've got the painted windows, but you can still see the windscreen wipers, and yes, we've got a couple of gaps there where the joins are. But again, if I suppose for the age group that this is aimed at, they're not going to be really too picky about the fact that they can see a little gap somewhere. The great thing about this though is if you're buying this for somebody who perhaps has siblings or more figures, because you've got these 5mm ports, you can use other figures' weapons as well, because the 5mm port is pretty much industry standard with Transformers. So you know, they can mix and match the weapons and power them up slightly different as well, which of course brings in a whole new play factor. So at the same time, let's keep him in this particular mode, and this is a Generation 1 Bumblebee. So I suppose it just depends how old you are and which figures mean more, or which ones you can relate to more. So that's a Generation 1 mini bot. This is obviously the drag strip for the figure I just took off, so that's a deluxe class standard figure, so it's much bigger. This is an Earthspark one-step flip changer, so it's about the same length as that. This is another one. Let me get rid of this because it's taking all the focus off it. This is another one of the Beast Alliance cheaper figures, and it's a little bit smaller than that, but that's because this is just a figure in its own right without a Target Master partner. So hopefully you've got a good idea, I suppose, of how big he is. I suppose I could bring in for you a Warrior class Earthspark figure at the same time. Let's have a quick look at Chainclaw then. So Chainclaw this is the only thing that makes me laugh, is it's obviously aimed at younger kids, and he transforms into a chainsaw, obviously. So let's bring the chainsaw out. Very simply fold that out. We can fold the legs or arms up completely out of the way. I think that's how they've got it on the back of there. Yeah, that looks how they've done it. What I needed to do first and foremost though was this, bring out, there we go. That's the handle that he's going to be holding to wield him in the other mode in a second. So what you can do if you wanted to, you could actually still attach it to the alternate mode and he could still drive around with it on. Now I am going to transform him back to robot, but I will do a very quick both ways transformation process just in case any young ones want to watch that or let it help them out. Before we do that, we're going to have a quick look at the packaging. That's what he's going to look like in a second. It does take 13 steps, but it's not too difficult. That is a picture of Optimus Prime, obviously from the movie, and again same on the other side. We've got the Nazca lines all inside there, and these were literally held together via them tabs, which once again I'm going to show you in a second. So if we take the cab itself, and if we just bring the legs down, these are held in via them 2 tabs there. Slot these down, separate the legs via that tab as well. Now you're probably not going to notice this, or it's not going to get, I suppose, the attention it deserves. There's loads of molding detail in all of that. It looks really good. Now of course there's no articulation, and when you do buy this packaged and it comes in a robot, the heel spoos, which I'm pulling out right now, are not out, so that's something just to be aware of. Then we're going to take the arms. These are clipped in under there via these tabs as well, and once again it is all just molded details, so there's no actual physical separate hands, so there's definitely no wrist swivel, etc. There is though this, but that is just mainly due to transformation purposes. There is a waist or a top of torso swivel, shall we say. And there is your lovely but super bog standard Optimus Prime. So again, there's quite a bit of molding detail on him. It does still have the 5mm ports, and it's got them on his forearms. So again, you could really power these up. And with some of the other Battle Masters, or whatever the other names I think they've got, to me, because of my age, they're always going to be a Target Master to me. But here you go, we can now pop this into his hand. This is going to be pretty stiff, I think, because obviously it's a brand new toy. Let's see if I can get it in. There you go. So he can now wield around. I've also kept the guns on him, a giant chainsaw. But I'm sure you'll agree, it does actually really work. Right, before we pop him back in the package, let's do a quick couple of comparisons in the size for you, just to give you an idea of, yeah, exactly that, how big he is. So that's Warrior Class Megatron from Earthspark. That's Generation 1 Optimus Prime. This is Generation 1 Minibot Bumblebee. And then I suppose, as I say, depending on your age, if you're my age, you'll be more likely to get an idea of how big he is via Generation 1 figures. If you're nowhere old as me, or you just want to buy them for themselves, here is some deluxe class figures, standard deluxe class figures that are out about now, with some, again, core class figures that again are out right now as well. He's nowhere near a Voyager class. I've got Voyager just there at the side, so I think you've got an idea now of just how big he is. One quick last thing to do is just to put him back how he would appear in the packaging, just in case again you're going to look for one for yourself. Overall though, I'll give it some final thoughts when I start to pop everything away. Basic but indeed very fun figure. I like the fact that it is, as I say, it's like a Target Master. It's not just a weapon or accessory that transforms. Sorry, that weapon or accessory. It is an accessory that does transform, so it's got more than one purpose. But yeah, if you're going to purchase this, this will be in the shops. Optimus will be attached via there, and Chainclaw will be attached exactly like that. Anyway, guys, hope this helped you out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Take care.